Welcome, everyone. Please say hello. Hey, Bex. Hi, Bethany. Hi, Maribel. Say hello. Let us know where you're from. Let us know if you're new here. I think we had like 100 people signed up for this. I was like, talk about anxiety. Most of you know it's hard enough for me to go on video. I've said this many times. The reason I became a teacher on Insight Timer 2 years ago was to force myself to step outside my box and do things that I'm not comfortable doing. This was huge for me. So when I'm going live and I see 100 people have signed up, that anxiety kicks in. I'm like, oh my God, the pressure, which is why I have all my friends here to take the pressure off.
Yeah.
Okay, Carly, now the wheel is in front of your face. Let me move it over. Let's put it. No, no, no. I want your face here. No, don't even say that. There we go. We got the wheel out of the way. Hi, Robert. Nice to see you here. Oh, let me fix my dashboard. These new dashboards make it hard sometimes to see all the comments. All right, there we are. There we go. Hi, Jessica. I just saw you. Caitlin, hi. Okay, I'm scrolling back up. Did I miss anybody? Bethany, Maribel, Caitlin, Lori, and Robert was at Vivienne's reading today. And I was telling Carly just before we started that Vivienne said to me that it's time for me to do lives alone. And I said, someone has been telling me that for a while, and that someone is Carly. She's been telling me that for a year. Use your voice, go live. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I get so like stressed going live alone, which is why I love doing this with my people. It's like you're all here to kind of give me that little boost. But I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'll talk about, but I'll figure it out. I'll schedule a live eventually alone again. And that's going to be hard. But Robert was saying he would be there to cheer me on. Thank you, Robert. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Bethany. Hi. All right. So, Jessica, thank you. You like you're all awesome. If it wasn't for the confidence that you've given me these past 2 years, I would not be on this screen because the first time I went live, probably the first five or six, I was terrified. And every now and then I still feel that way. I'm like, why are you so anxious? You've been doing this for 2 years, but that anxiety kicks in. And as I said to Siji the other day, the imposter syndrome, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. That kicks in right away. Thank you, Bex. Yeah, I know I won't be alone. You're all awesome. Like I said, all awesome with the support. All right, so I'm gonna stop rambling. I always say I don't like to talk, and then I end up rambling. I want everyone here to introduce themselves because I'm so excited to be here with everyone that these women are awesome card readers. And Carly is recovering from the flu and is a trooper, is here with us. I said she's literally back from the dead. So I am going to, let's see, I'll start with you, CG, if you don't mind. I'll let you unmute yourself, introduce yourself.
Hey, friends. So, I'm Siji, and I've been here on Insight Timer for a little over a year. I actually started off with readings and kind of expanded what I offer now as a teacher, but I was excited, because it's been a long time since I've done readings here on Insight Timer. So today I'm going to be supporting another Insight Timer teacher today, and I'll be using their deck. This is The Realms. This is by Jacqueline Albert. I
Yeah.
get mess her name up so bad. Albergani.
Albergani, something like that.
Albergani. So I just got her deck. She has these out and available now. She's a teacher here on the Insight Timer. And it
Wow.
was so perfect because you reached out and was like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Perfect. I got the perfect deck." So out here supporting other IT teachers. If you guys want to support Jacqueline, feel free. This is her deck. So that's what I'm using here. It's sitting on selenite, so it's ready to go. So yeah,
Excellent.
that's it.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, I love that deck. I'm so excited to see it. And I put her name in the chat. And the other thing that I learned how to do is how to pull up promotional cards for other teachers. So as CG was talking, I put up her card for her session, which is the third, which is Sunday, right? 7:30 a.m. for me. So I will
Yes,
not be there
Sunday.
because
It's stillness and reflection. We are working through metaphysical meditations. This is Ramahansa Yogananda. And this is what we do before we go into stillness. If you guys want to join in with us
yeah.
on Sunday morning.
I was gonna say I will not be there unless I get up early, which I hope I do because I'm not a morning person, but I'm gonna try. And I
Okay.
am going to let Soreiya introduce herself next. I'm gonna pull up your card too.
Oh, yay. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Casey, but I also am walking as Soreiya here on this journey. So I do this myself on Wednesdays called Soulfire Gatherings, where I do oracle card readings and channeled messages. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, but I am also an intuitive guide and medium. So I kind of did what I always do for mine on Wednesdays, and I just kind of go to my decks and I ask who wants to come out and play. And then whenever I do a reading, I'm drawn to a deck. So I actually have five with me that so I have Kyle Gray's Keeper of the Light. I have Priestess of Light. I have the Mystical Shaman's Oracle. I have Sacred Medicine. And then I have Shaman's Dream.
Oh,
So
wow.
we shall see which one wants to come out.
I love all of them. And I've got your live August 3rd. For me, it's 1:11 p.m. That's a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's my live on Sunday. Yeah.
Mm,
So that is, I have a retreat that I am doing in Sedona, Arizona in October.
wow.
So I did this last night. CG was CG was there last night. So it's kind of the story behind how I created this retreat because I pretty much walked this path myself first and then created this retreat and I wanted people to feel the energy of it. So it's a little bit of storytelling, and then a guided meditation into people connecting to their inner flame so they can kind of feel the energy to see if the retreat is for them because it's not for everybody. So
Marjorie made a good suggestion. Just give me a minute. I'm going to try to do it. She says, is it possible to switch the view to enlarge? Yes, whoever's speaking. Let me go over here to my view. I want the speaker. Okay, so now we all got really small, but that's a good idea. All right, let me move this over here. Sorry, little technical stuff. All right, that's better. Yes. Okay. All right, and I'm going to let Vivienne introduce herself.
Hello, I go by Viv. I just entered Violet's world. So I feel like, boom, here we are, and I'm reading cards on a Friday night.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm by my trade or my work an energy coach, and I just find that oracle cards give an image to what I'm already feeling for the energy. So I don't do traditional tarot. If you ask me like what the tarot means about that card, I can't tell you. I also do a lot with astrology. If you ask me what the house is about, I can't tell you, but I know just enough to be able to see cycles and patterns and to really be able to trust when a message comes through and translate it. So when I do a reading, it's I see and feel and sense things just because I'm tapping in with you. And then the card gives you something to sort of give context or construct to what I'm describing. So it won't be a traditional tarot reading. I also met an amazing meditator here through Insight Timer. His name is Paul. And he reached out to me just recently, about 6 months ago. I've been on the platform a year and a half. And he said, hey, I have this idea. I think I want to create a tarot deck with you. And I was like, a tarot deck? I don't even know the tarot. And so we have been on this journey for the past 6 months, figuring it out, tapping into the energy. It's not going to be a traditional tarot deck. It probably will be more an oracle deck, but it's already named. It's going to be called Pure Frequency Tarot. And we're just on this journey right now of tuning in. He's an artist in the UK. I'm an energy coach here in Cincinnati, and somehow this thing is happening. And so the fact that you asked me to be in a tarot space, like what's
Awesome.
happening in my world right now? It's like all this magic is just becoming so amplified. And yeah, I'm really
Is he
excited.
the teacher on Inside Timer Pure Frequencies?
Nope.
Oh, wow. There's a teacher here who goes by that name.
I'll have to look him up.
Yes.
Yeah, the name came through and that's what we're doing. So for now, the main decks I use, I am like you guys. We were talking before we started about how many decks we have and how when there's a sale, we buy another deck and then a friend needs a deck and we buy another deck and we just have piles of decks. I limit myself for the most part to 2. So I mostly use the Lightseer
Which I
Tarot, which
love.
I love because she has a whole website and you can go into each page and get all this extra information and journal prompts. And so
I
what
have
we do,
downloaded all her stuff from her website. I love her so
amazing.
much.
She's
Yes.
amazing. So
Yes.
when we do ours, we're gonna have a website, and like it has to have a website because we need more information. And then my tried and true is Osho. I've used them so much, I pretty much have them sort of memorized and what they mean and what the messages are, and that's it.
Awesome.
I'm so excited to be
Awesome.
here. Thank you for
Love
the
it.
invite.
Love it. And I have your Lionsgate Portal event up here. It's August 4th, 3 p.m. for me, 3 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, so I'm so excited. So what we are going to do is I have that little wheel up in the corner. Now I can enlarge it now that my screen's a little better. Just give me a second. I have so many screens when I do this. I love these
Wait, you didn't
collaborations.
intro Carley yet.
Oh, Carley, I'm sorry. My sickly friend, please. She was saying she didn't want to talk. See, it's your fault. Carley, please introduce yourself. And I didn't have an event
She's
for you
forgotten
because
me
you haven't.
already. I'm like, she's forgotten me already. I'm sitting here in the background dying. I got out of bed for her.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Vivienne.
It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for having me. I'm sorry if I sound a bit like, I don't know, something between Macy Gray and Death Warmed Over. But I'm here. I'm here.
I think you look good. You recovered
Send me
well.
send me alive. For those who know me and my mohawk. My mohawk is we're on day 10 of being sick with influenza A in this house.
Even
So
your mohawk is exhausted. It's okay.
So my mohawk has gone, nah, not happening. Not today, Satan. But I am feeling a little bit better. I did manage to drink at least about half of my cacao this morning, so which is yay. I haven't really eaten much in 10 days, so
Yeah, you look like
but
you've
I
lost weight.
feel like I'm down about 4 kilos. So
Wow.
I don't recommend it. It's certainly not the best way to lose weight. Don't recommend this at all.
Definitely.
But I'm very excited when I woke up and you said, oh, I've got some people to join us today. I was like, yes, because I just know what you're like. And you're like, no, I'm not going to read. I'm not going to read.
I know. And I didn't want to do that to you. So I was like, you know what? We've been talking about
So,
inviting other people. Now's a good time.
yeah. So thank you, Violet, for having me back again, even though I'm like half dead here. My name is Carley. I'm half of a smile from heaven. My other half is Jordan, who is walking around half dead out there. We just hit our 4-year anniversary here on Insight Timer. I know,
Yeah.
right? It's crazy. And I've loved every part of the journey so far and how it has transpired for myself, as well as, you know, meeting all these amazing people and other teachers along the way. And so I'm a creative arts therapist, and my passion is all about anything to do with healing. So, you know, we do fun creative stuff, we do deep creative stuff, we do cacao ceremonies. Sometimes I even do sound sessions. I've done little bits of everything on here, and I'm really enjoying coming together with Violet and learning the tarot together, even though we haven't done too much of that yet. But
I know.
I
We
left my
will.
book. I left my book that I bought downstairs. So I'm
Aw.
like, oh well, next time. But today, I don't know. It's Blur's Day for me. I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. I managed to narrow it down to 3 decks because like last time I had about 60 beside me. And so I've got the Spirit of the Animal Oracles, my favorite, which is Earth Magic, and Whispers of Healing. So I've got those decks today, and like I am feeling a little bit better compared to before. So I'm hoping, you know, this might throw me into the whole give the universe giving me a kick up the butt and stop wallowing in my sickness, because that's what I've been doing
Wow.
for 10 days. I
Aw.
have been wallowing.
That's what you
And it
do when
didn't
you're
help.
sick.
And well, it didn't help that, you know, like there was a couple of days there where I was a freaking mess. Like I was crying and I was getting upset, and then I realized I hadn't taken my crazy tablets for 4 days. So yeah, that kind of, helps when you keep taking your medication. So, but
I
I'm
was
back
going to
on track.
say, I thought it was the energy because that was one of the things I said to Vivienne earlier today. I said, I feel like my energy this week was bizarre. I was not myself. I was a
Mm,
crazy person. I yelled at my dog for 10 minutes because he wouldn't take an allergy pill, and that's not like me normally. And
yeah.
I was like, what the heck is going on with me? I've just been crazy all week.
The energy has definitely been a bit nuts, and then on top of that, not taking my tablets as well as being sick, I can kind of see why,
Yeah.
you know, the
But you had a
planets
good
are all.
reason.
I did, but it's not an excuse either. I should know better. And it was like there was a few days there at the beginning of me being sick where absolutely everything I've learned on my journey for the last 4 years totally went out the window. And I was like, what the hell, Carly? Like, what the hell? What is going on? So I've actually made myself turn up today for that reason, so that I can kick myself in the butt as well and see how I go. But I'll probably chuck myself on mute for most of the time because I'll be coughing up a lung in the background. So
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Mel, I'm glad she's here too. I'm glad everyone is here. And before we started, we were talking, I'm going to start getting some names and I'm going to put them on the wheel. We'll let the wheel pick a name for us. And I thought either you could pick who you want a reading from, or I could just kind of rotate. I'll start from one end and what does the audience think? What would you like? Would you like to pick who does a reading? Should I just alternate? Jessica says, me please from whoever. Okay, all right. I'm just going to start typing names in here. If the rest of you want to start chatting while I do that, feel free. Let me open up my wheel again. And I will start taking names. There's my wheel. Sorry, 20
one
screens
thing
over
I
here.
learned with that wheel, Violet, when I was doing it, when you add somebody's name to it, I always hit shuffle at the top there
Okay.
after you. So, like throughout the session, we'll add names to it. Because
Yeah,
you know how
yeah.
last time we would add a name and then that person's name would instantly come up?
Right.
So I found that the last person's name you got added would instantly come up unless I hit shuffle.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just me, but I
No,
thought,
I think
I
that
meant
makes
to tell you that
sense.
before we went live, but I'm like, oh well, I'll just tell it in front of everybody.
Good. That works.
Did you see Bex's suggestion?
What was Bex's suggestion?
Dual
Bex?
wheels, one for readers and one for participants.
Bex, you got to make me crazy like that. It was hard enough for me to get one wheel. Next time I'll do dual wheels, because I would have to actually go and create it and keep them separate. I've got like 10 different screens going here. So yeah, let me scroll back up and I'm gonna start writing the names in. All right, so we have
I just have to say, y'all are fancy. Like this is some high tech stuff
that
happening.
that's my strength. See, you're all here because you're like these amazing card readers. I'm here because I love technology. All right, so I have Tara, and like I said, feel free to keep talking while I'm typing in names.
So
Oh,
time
Catherine.
I'm this is the first time I'm meeting Soreiya, Vivienne, although I've met Siji before. But whereabouts are you, Vivienne and Soreiya, in the world? Like I'm in Australia.
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, Midwest, United States.
I am on the East Coast. I am in Maryland, probably about 30 minutes from Ocean City, Maryland, right on the coast.
Where is
I-
CJ?
I was about to
She
sip
was-
my tea.
Oh,
Sorry.
is it
It's okay.
CG or
It's
CJ?
CG.
CG. Sorry, CG.
Yep, CG. I'm in Dallas in Texas and it's hot. So all my Dallas folks or Texas folks, y'all feel my pain.
So
And is
I'm
it-
outnumbered this time. I'm the only Aussie. Not that I sound Aussie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could probably, you know, go for an American voice right now because of how bad my sound with my throat, but I feel like I'm the odd one out.
Okay, I need some help. I know I missed a lot of names. I scrolled up. If you're in the chat and you don't see your name on the wheel, please tell me again to add your name because I, as tech savvy and multitasking as I am, I'm like, blah, blah. What happened to all the names?
Do you want like one of us? Because I'm going through. So there was Jessica,
Okay, Jessica.
Tara,
I got Tara.
Mel,
Mel.
uh-huh,
Okay.
Bethany,
Got that.
Dakota,
Oh, Dakota. Okay.
Maribel,
Maribel. I hope I spelled the name right. Okay.
another teacher, Catherine,
Yes, I love Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Did I get everybody?
Marjorie. Do you have her? I can't
Ma-
see the wheel.
No, that's fine. I got Marjorie. Yep, keep
Okay.
reading.
Melissa,
Got Melissa.
Bethany, you got Bethany, Ta,
Ta. Do I have Ta? Okay, here's Ta. Gotcha.
Verna,
I got Verna.
and Michelle Mybell.
Michelle Mybell. I'm writing Michelle Mybell because I have no idea how you're spelling it. Oh, okay. Did I see the name? Okay.
Tomas is here.
Oh, Tomas. Hello, Tomas. Long
Ah.
time no see. Hi, Blossom. We got two awesome teachers here. Catherine and Blossom are in the chat. All right. If you don't see your name on the wheel and you put your name out there, just let me know. I'm gonna do the shuffle and I am going to click and pick a name. All right. Hey. Oh, hey, that was close, huh? So tight. I know, Blossom, I love the wheel. I'm such a geek. Like, I literally am doing this just so I can play with this wheel. I just want you all to know that. Okay. This was my whole point in starting this. So, Ta, you get to pick. Who would you like to read for you first? The Wheel of Fortune. We should play a game like that. We got to figure something out.
Ah, she picked me.
My chat
Ah.
is slow. Okay. All right, Carley.
All right. I'm going to go with Earth Magic if that's all right, because that's my favorite deck. And I absolutely love this deck. So Earth Magic. And is it
Ooh.
Ta? Is that how it's pronounced? Am I getting that right?
I was assuming it was Ta, but
Ta. All right.
trying to move the wheel over.
No, it's all right. You can put it straight in the middle of my face, so that'd be a good place for it.
I will not. It doesn't want to move. Okay. You stay where you are, wheel.
All right. So, and I think the thing that we've spoken about before when we've done this session together is there's many different ways in which people read cards, and everyone on here reads cards differently. Like I'll shuffle until a card presents itself kind of person. If I feel like it, I might read from the book, but often I don't. Nothing against the book. Sometimes I've got decks where I do need to read from the book because it's the book is where all the information is, like there's specific cards. But Ta, this one is for you. Oh, my hands are going. This is weird. I haven't done this for a while. What's going on?
Figured out why I couldn't move the wheel. I was clicking in the wrong place. I haven't mastered my 10 screens.
So, well, two dropped out. So the two that dropped out is Island for solitude and Lake for stillness. And I think that these are very similar cards. And the one thing that I've really reflected on myself for the last 10 days of being sick is even though I live a life of peace and lots of meditation, and I realized like how much I still don't sit in enough stillness. And so the other thing that I want to say whenever we're reading cards, often for me in particular, I'll read from a place of my perspective. So you'll see these cards and you'll see something different for yourself. CG will, Vivienne will, Soreiya will see different things for these cards, because the way in which us as readers, I feel, is it's based on our narratives and what's going on with us, as well as what's going on with the person that we're reading for. And so for me, this is a reminder that with real stillness, like coming into like being really patient with yourself, and an absolute, I'm trying to think, sorry, my brain is still not braining very well, but I see this as we kind of really have to, what we think is still is not still. And until we really take time to fully be with ourselves, it's really hard to listen to what's going on. For me, there's a lot of water in these cards, island and lake. This is like all about water. For me, water is all about emotions. So I don't know if this is making any sense. You know, like I said, this is the first time I've actually been upright for 10 days. So, you know, connect to your emotions, connect to some sort of water source for grounding, all that sort of stuff. It's amazing. But true stillness, and I mean, like, and I love Insight Timer. I love Insight Timer. Insight Timer is like a whole nother family for me. But I realized these last couple of days, I was sitting in stillness without any music, without anything going on in my head, without any literal background noise. And that is where I've been really able to connect in a bit deeper for myself for these last couple of days while being sick. So, Ta, I'm hoping that this is making sense, and for anybody else that's making sense. Because we're constantly distracted. I feel like this is a reminder that when there's other noise going on in the background, it just keeps us distracted. And I love music. I love the offerings and the tracks here on Insight Timer, but I realize how much that can still distract me from being in my own presence, if that makes sense. So
I don't know if it makes sense to Tom, but it makes sense to me. Like you're talking right to me, because that is my biggest problem, is sitting in silence. And I've come to realize that lately I need to do more of that.
Yeah,
saying hi to my friend Kathy just popped in the chat. I'm just saying a quick hello, and Kathy, I'm putting you on the wheel.
And the thing is, like, I meditate a lot. Like, I do a lot of meditations, but I do lots of different types of meditations. And it really wasn't until these last few days that I've gone, holy shit. Like, I didn't realize like how much I still keep myself distracted with amazing music and tracks and poetry and just anything in the background.
I'm convinced that I don't want to think, and that's why I have like 3 things playing at the same time.
Yeah, well, I was laying out on my chair yesterday, and my mulberry tree has just started to reblossom for the year. And I found myself, literally, the music had ended, and I didn't realize I'd found myself just staring at the leaves growing for like 10 minutes before I realized that the music had stopped.
Wow.
And it was a really profound moment, because I was like, this is there was no distraction. There was nothing keeping my mind busy. Yeah. Ta says, thank you. I do a lot of contemplating, but recently more guided stuff. Yeah.
And hello, Joanne, another awesome teacher here.
Yeah.
Someone asked the name of your deck. I don't know if you saw that.
It's Earth Magic
Beautiful deck
by Stephen Farmer. It's one of my absolute favorite decks. I'm a big believer of everything in the world stems from Mother Earth, from Gaia, from, well, that's my witch essence as well. But when we connect with the different elements of the universe around us, But yeah, definitely, I think a lot of that is to do with water, which for me is emotions, those two cards, the island. And we can't work through our emotions with other people. We have to do them on our own.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm giving a shuffle. Going on to the next. I'm trying to pick up the pace because I know last time Carly and I, we did like 5 people in 2 hours and we were like, okay, we got to move quicker. See, it's happening anyway. What you said, I shuffled and the last person I added is the one it called. So maybe I shouldn't shuffle. I don't know. We'll leave it alone. Kathy, who would you like to have read for you? I know you just came in and I was like, I'm adding you to the wheel. And now you're like, I don't even know what's going on. Pick, if you want to pick a reader or you just want me to go to the next one up there, I'll pick someone for you. I love them all. Same reader. Okay. Well, Carly, Carly's recovering from the flu. Carly, do you want? Okay, I was gonna say because I promised Carly I was gonna give her a break. I'm picking next. We're gonna go in order from the top. The next one's gonna be Siji.
Okay. My daughter has just walked in. Yes.
Ah.
Quick. I'm alive on camera.
Never mind.
Okay. I didn't mention this before, but I've called to open this book for Kathy, and I'm not sure why. So this is a book that was recently gifted to me, and it was actually a book based on a deck of cards, and it's called White Sage Love Notes to Your Soul. So Kathy, I've literally just gone flick, 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 and I'm just going to read a bit of what this card is here. So this is the card.
That's beautiful.
You can see this amazing picture. And the card stands for soulful intuition. As a goddess with a unique spiritual connection, you possess a sacred gift, the power of intuition, deeply rooted in your connection with spirit. This page invites you to open your third eye chakra and expand your awareness to the whispers of the universe. Tap into the universal fabric of the cosmos and deepen your connection with your higher self as you navigate your journey, guided by intuition and wisdom. It says to reflect on the innate wisdom that resides within you, engage in practices such as meditation, visualization, or energy work. And your affirmation is, I open my third eye chakra and expand my awareness to the whispers of the universe. I trust in the wisdom of my intuition and allow it to guide me towards my highest path. May you trust in the guidance of your intuition and navigate your journey with clarity and grace. So Kathy, this is your reminder that just like we spoke about before, I suppose, going into silence, is when we get to connect within ourselves on a deeper level. Trying to get this book to say straight. But Kathy, if you are called to connect more on your own deeper level and trust what you have got to say, because it's just as important as whether you ask 100 other people. Everything you need to know, you've already got the answers to. You've just got to learn to listen to them. Yeah. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me because I know her. I'm answering for her.
Stop doubting yourself. Like, honestly, I just hear stop doubting yourself. You've got the answers. Trust it.
All right. So Siji, I'm putting you on next. I decided we're going in order. And I'm going to spin. Let's see who we have. I love those little sound effects. Tara.
Tara. Hi, Tara. So I have the realms here, Tara. I was thinking because Cookie was like, you look like you're getting ready to drop some gems. And my mind I was like in my head just now while Carly was talking and you were talking about Kathy. And I was like, why do I know Kathy? Did you do a live with Kathy and she did some readings?
Yes.
I remember. I
Yes.
was like, how do I know this person? All right. So anyway, sidetrack.
Oh,
Tara.
you have an amazing memory.
I
That was like a year ago, I think.
know. I was like, how do I know her? I don't know how I know her. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, one's already out. 0. So let me see how well I can put this up. This deck is new to me. This is from another Insight Timer teacher here, Jacqueline Albergani. I hope I'm saying her name right, but I'm going to read the message on the card as well as in the book
That's a
for you.
gorgeous card.
It is, and it's like this angel. Oh, well, you can
I
see it.
see it. Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
But it says incarnated angels. You are never alone. Divine support is always within reach. The angelic realm is here to help you and assist you at any moment, but you must learn to ask. This is fitting for me too. I'll tell you why in a minute. Open your heart to receive their love, guidance, and protection. Trust that you are held in the embrace of higher energies and allow yourself to be led with grace, wisdom, and unwavering faith. So I want to read also what's in her guidebook for you guys. All right. Have you been hesitant to ask for help? Have you forgotten your power? You have a team of angels ready to assist you, but they need your direction. When you incarnate into human form, you may forget the gifts and spiritual support you brought with you. This card is a reminder that you hold the power. It's time to remember and see beyond the veil of this world. Your angels are waiting for you to connect with them. By inviting this connection, you give your angels purpose because they want to help you. You might also be holding back, perhaps afraid to express your true emotions. Talking about your feelings can be healing, whether it feels comfortable or not. It's time to speak up and ask for what you need and trust that the universe will bring the right people and opportunities to support you. So that's the message. And again, this is the card, Incarnated Angels. This is fitting for me too, because who's that? I think I was on Iswa Unlimited's live, who's also another teacher on here. And I don't know, I shared something in the chat about us calling in. And you know what's crazy? Just now when Carley was talking, I was like, I need to pull this Archangel deck, and I didn't. I should have listened. Anyway, um, so in East was live. We were talking about energies in our homes and calling in protection, right? We have security from these archangels and they are there, and yet we don't call them. We don't ask them for help. And one of the things that I do all the time is I ask the angels to be in my house. I ask them to be around my house, to be in my house, to be around my bed. I know this sounds weird, but I
No.
ask them to be all up in my business, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for their protection. I'm looking for their guidance. I'm seeking their help. Even before this live, I asked them, I was like, hey, come tell me the right things to say. Give me the right wisdom, help me with this, protect me, so this is such a fitting card, not only just for Tara, but I think, it was just a confirmation for me, like, hey, we're here. So hope you like that, Tara.
I need to do that too. I love that. I love everything you said.
That is literally what I do before every single live is I have a whole routine that I do grounding. I call in Archangel Michael to clear and heal my whole energy field and aura. Then I ask for the violet light to come down to put the protective layer over, allow me to safely channel and all those things. So yeah, great reminder, Siji.
I love it. And Tara did say so fitting for me right now. And Viv, you are up next. So let's spin that wheel.
And I'm wondering if whoever is up, if they could just drop a couple lines about what they want to look at. It just helps me focus on where we're going to take the reading.
Oh, Tomas.
I haven't seen Tomas in a long time.
Me too.
I know. So fun. So fun.
Where are you, Tomas?
I'm still figuring this out, like watching what's happening there on Insight Timer and
I know it's a
You make
lot.
it
I
look
know.
so easy. I'm like, what? Okay.
Well, you don't know the anxiety that has brought me to making it look so easy.
You're a pro. I'm just trying to keep up with it all, but we got this. We
It's
got
taken
this.
me 2 years to master this.
You make it look effortless. It's just a
Hey, thank
smooth
you.
sailing.
That's my goal. I always said to myself, just fake it till you make it, and I finally did.
You did. You did. You should teach all of us how to do this
Oh,
because
I would love to.
you're a
Absolutely.
pro.
I would love to. Tomas, did we lose you? Where is he?
And I
So-
think I'm going to do the Lightseer Tarot today.
No, I'll be sad if he's gone. I don't see him. Aw.
Yep.
I guess we're gonna have to spin again.
Nope. He's like, I'm here.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, there you are. Okay, good. My chat is a little delayed, so I'm glad you saw that.
And let me know if there's something you want us to focus on, Thomas.
Yeah, I love that deck. As I said earlier, I love it. I've got it sitting right here next to me. Actually, after you did my reading today, I pulled out the High Priestess and was
I
looking
hope
at
you
her.
did.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope you
talking to
did.
her. I did everything you told me to do. I'm listening to the Lemurian music. I'm like, all right,
Amazing.
yes.
Amazing. I got a message from someone else who was on the call and they said your reading just touched them. Like they started crying and had just a really beautiful experience. So
Love that.
yeah, I mean, I guess I want to add that too into the space. Everything that each one of us say for each person is still weaving this collective message for the group and the community that gathers. And I always find there's a thread that goes through the whole thing. There's some collective current that we're all tapping into by showing up here. So, yeah. Hi Thomas, that's so great. What can I do to curb perfectionism? Yeah,
A
that
good
came up
question.
today. That came up today too. I will tell you the answer to that and then I'll give you a card, but the answer is to get out of your head and to actually do the thing, which has been a big theme this week with the Lionsgate portal. It's about momentum, actually do the thing. Don't try to make it exactly perfect just the right way. You just get the energy moving and take inspired action and then watch what happens. It will carry you to the next step. And perfectionism, I think, just keeps you stuck, which is no fun. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. I was trying to see if he was adding anything in there. Yeah, just show up. So the Page of Pentacles, if you look at what she or he, it could be either one, is standing on, it looks to me like the Wheel of Fortune. So they're standing on this spinning disc, if you want to look at it that way, that is constantly creating the next move, the next move, the next move. But when you are standing, this card also was on our live this week. When you are standing in tree pose, what you have to do is focus all of your attention into this current moment. Like in order to hold that pose in yoga, you have to be fully in your body with all of your senses harnessed and focused on keeping that balance. You can't be looking over here and ruminating over the past and trying to project into the future. It's like you have to be right here. And when you do that and you feel the energy of the thing that you are forming or creating or birthing, it's like you're turning the wheel of fortune even if you don't see it. You have all of your power right here in this moment. And then this to me is like a manifestation energy. It's not turbulent. It's just like you've got it. You've got it. And so I think see yourself as this. See yourself as completely grounded, steady, present in your body, in this moment, already on the wheel of fortune. Things are already happening. And then take the step, take like the inspired action from that. Because when we're super present, which is what Carley was saying, when you actually get into that still, quiet zone, there is clarity. And then the clarity gives you the next step. The clarity compels you to move in a certain direction. If we just sit and ruminate over what the direction was, we're never going to move. So like get the clarity and then move, like Violet with the High Priestess. You listen to the music, you do the journal prompts, and then you take the inspired action. So yeah, I'm so glad you're here, Thomas. It was wonderful to see you again. You got this.
Oh, happy birthday, Francis. I see we have a birthday here. And welcome, Francis. All right, Soreiya is up next. I'm going to spin. And Tomas, feel free to keep writing in the chat if you want to. I'm just trying to keep things moving, but you're more than welcome to continue the conversation.
Michelle, my bell said, ah, so close.
Don't worry, Michelle, you'll get there.
Melissa. All right, so I do a little similar to what Viv does. A lot of times when I'm doing my readings is I normally will ask people if they have a specific question. You don't have to necessarily type it in the chat as long as you're just focusing on it or thinking about it, or if you want to put a general area of your life that you're looking for guidance on, or just a general reading. So, Melissa, any of those? And Viv, I'm with you on the technology thing. It's like I'm trying to stare up here, but then I'm looking down here to be able to see the insight timer live and the wheel and the comments.
And you're all doing amazing, I have to say. I always throw people into these things with no warning about what's going on, and
Okay.
everyone adapts so beautifully. Now I'm going to put up Soreiya's next event card up here.
All right, Melissa wants to know just what they want. What would Oracle like you to know at this time? Oh, hold on. All the cards were not in my hand. All right. Oh. Okay, that's too many cards flying out. Too many cards. Hold on. Melissa. I am also like Carley, and then I will continue shuffling until one card comes out. Melissa. A whole bunch of cards keep trying to fall out. All right. Normally one or two I'll read them, but I can't have 5. Like that was trying to fall. Oh, there we go. There it was. This one flew out. All right, Melissa. So Melissa, I was drawn to the Priestess of the Light deck for you. I am sitting with this to see whether I'm supposed to read from the book or whether I'm supposed to give you a message. So give me a second. I feel like they're telling me to read the book. All right. So for numbers people, card number 46. Oh, now I can actually see what my cards look like on the other end when I hold them up.
Hey, cool.
Okay, so you can see them. All right. So if you notice, powerful woman, light radiating out of her palm down to earth, standing up back up against a tree. So the message of this card is the power to give and receive healing. The priestess of the earth stands with her back against a sacred ancient tree, channeling life-giving energy to and from Mother Earth herself. This card reveals a time of great healing is at hand for you, for others, and even for the planet. If you have a physical concern, now is the time to call up earth energy and bring it into your body, mind, chakras, and energy system. You can also bring together divine healing rays to commune with the earth energy in your own heart center, radiating through every cell of your being. You have a powerful energy vibrating within, which can heal yourself and others. In fact, this card is calling you to awaken to that power and bring that loving resonance to the people and issues that need it most. You may have spent past lives working in some type of healing capacity, whether of a formal, mainstream sort, like a doctor or a nurse, or whether in energy or spiritual based, like a shaman or a hands-on healer. If you feel so compelled, listen to the call of your soul and let yourself explore the healer's path in these or other arts. There is a much broader message in this card, though, for you are also called to heal the earth itself. We are all a point in our shared karmic journey where we must make choices that honor our environment and bring healing to the land, to the seas, and all the inhabitants of our precious planet. Know that you are a force in making this a reality. Sending your loving, healing intentions outward will bring blessings to the planet, to you, and to every creature. The affirmation with this card is, I am one with the healing power of the earth. My choice to honor earth energy brings expanding blessings to the world. I love that. I love the priestess deck. It's so powerful. But that is a message that we needed to hear, not just for Melissa, right? Everyone, look at everything that is going on in the world right now, how much fear and doubt, how much disconnection is going on. So not just for Melissa, but for each and every one of us, we need to remember that message. That's why I was being told to read the card, the Oracle deck, because every single one of us needed to hear that and be reminded of that. Okay, what happened?
Melissa said beautiful resonates. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that card out.
I'm going to spin. Carley, you're up again, Carley. I don't get it, Carley. I don't
I
get it.
know. I don't get it either. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. But Carla, my sister, my name sister. And you know what? I was originally going to pull a card from the spirit of the animals, but I don't know if you saw, I quickly ducked down and I saw a deck sitting on the ground beside me that I haven't used much, but I'm actually more called to pull a card from this one, which is the Moon Goddess deck for Carla. So Carla, we're going to pull a Moon Goddess Oracle, and this is a deck where I do use the book because there's lots of information in the book as well. So Carla, oh, that one dropped out. Oh, so the card that dropped out is card number 5, Sacred Ritual.
That's really pretty too. All these decks are gorgeous.
This is a beautiful, beautiful deck, this one. And the card says acceptance. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard because there's a glare.
I can see it, but I've got 10 screens.
We're probably the size of Violet's house. She's got us up nice and big. But let's go to the book, because this one here has got some correspondence. So the medicine for this card is all about harmony, grace, creating your dreams with clarity, balance, and reflection. The plant medicines, salt, sage, Palo Santo incense. The color is shades of green. The crystal is obsidian, amethyst, moss, agate. And the favorite moon phase for this moon goddess is the full moon. It says sacred rituals have been created through the world in celebration or in the honoring of our path in life. These rituals have been performed by wise ones, shamans, mystics, healers, goddesses, priestesses, and the ancient ones to honor the path they have traveled. It's also to call in their desires and wishes. A ritual marks a point in time, allows you to reflect on your journey to here, and holds you in this moment, inviting you to celebrate your blessings. So imagine blessings sprinkling down throughout your body. They hold the magic of acceptance for what is. With this card, you're invited to create the space in your life for a deeper acceptance of where your life is today, for what your body feels like today, for where you are living today, for what you have today. Embrace and hold all the parts of you. You are divine and glorious. A ritual is also created to call in your wishes and dreams. You may be feeling evasive, floppy, scattered, or all in your head with what you want. And this card calls you to first accept where you are today, to get clear on what you want. Write it down, call it to you for each desire. Write down the next baby step that you can take in its direction. Light a candle, put on some music, and dance in your dreams, because you are worthy of what you wish for. Sometimes you just need that reminder. And so this is your reminder you can have and do deserve a life of harmony. And your mantra is, I'm learning how to see the magic of who I am today. And I think that's a really important, I kept trying to really emphasize that word today, because who we are today, there was a version of us that wanted what we've got today. There's a version of us today that's obviously going to, wish for more. But where you are right now is something that you have worked towards, and don't discount the journey that you've done so far. I loved the part where it says, hold all parts of you. And this is something that I've worked a lot on with shadow work. It is, to not ignore the parts of ourselves that might be a little bit more scattered, or might be a little bit more on the darker side. When we learn to embrace every part of who we are, we return to our wholeness. We return to who we truly are, and we live in our truth. And when you know your truth and accept who you are, there's nothing that other people can say or do that can shake you. But the sacred ritual, the affirmation was, or the mantra, I'm learning how to see the magic of who I am today. And the card itself around sacred ritual, I think, comes back to what Vivienne was saying. There's that thread that brings all of these messages together today. And I really feel, even Siji was saying, if you don't ask, you're not going to receive, and the cards that came out earlier about sitting in stillness and silence, like when we create these sacred rituals for ourselves, and whether that's for 2 minutes or for, half an hour. But when we come back to who we are and sit with it and accept where we are, and then learn to show up and take those small actionable baby steps so that we can keep growing towards what it is that we want as well. We really do need to take accountability for the fact that, we're our own worst enemy. We're like, I don't have time. Well, we choose not to have time because we waste time on everything else. So, find something that's not negotiable for you, and make that sacred ritual something that is worthy of your time, to honor your journey up until this point, so that you can keep going as well. Does that make sense? Who is this for again? Carla. Brain has stopped brain.
I was thinking the same thing, and I'm like, no, it's Carla, Carly.
So yeah, if you're just jumping in, I'm like on day 10 of having influenza A, so I'm still a bit sick, but I'm here to show up.
She rose from the dead to come join us.
I did. I really did. I really, really did. And I'm glad that I did still give myself permission to. I know, how could I forget my own name? I'm sorry. I think I just got in the zone of what I was saying, and I didn't know whether anyone was even listening. I didn't even know whether I was even listening.
Listen, sometimes I forget my own name, and I wear purple to remind myself that my name is Violet. Oh, gosh. No, not yet, Michelle. The only reason the thing is on you right now is because I closed out the selection and it drops out. It's a long, complicated story. But Siji's gonna read next. I'm gonna spin again. And Carla, feel free to keep your conversation going there in the chat. I'm not rushing anybody. I'm just making sure we get through the wheel.
Is this Maribel?
Maribel.
Hi, Maribel. Hmm. I brought out so in my head, I was like hearing something to bring out the Archangel deck and put it on selenite. So I did. And so I was just like, who's talking? They were like, messages are in anyone. So I'm just going to go with the realms. There you go. That was very fast. This is 33 for you, Maribel. I don't know if you're a numbers person.
I'm a numbers person.
Numerology number 33 is the healer number, the master healer number. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but just want to put that out there. But this card says water spirits, on it. And I'll read it. It says, the water spirits are calling you to reconnect with your emotions. Are you holding back, hiding, or suppressing how you truly feel? It is time to let yourself flow freely, feel deeply, and allow your emotions to guide you. There's great strength in embracing your truth and being authentic in your feelings. Let the waters of healing and clarity wash over you, which is perfect. We're in a time right now, the whole Lionsgate thing. This is a great time for us to be authentic and express in truth. So I'll read this message in the book for you. It's time to let your true emotions flow freely. When water is pure and flowing, you enter a flow state where abundance and harmony prevail. Take some time to connect with the water spirits and ask for their assistance in cleansing, healing, and rebalancing your energy. Engage in activities like baths, swimming, or spending time near water to enhance your emotional and energetic well being. Your emotions are a powerful guiding force. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. A compass that is steering you in the right direction. Water also holds memory, so your emotions may be reminding you of something important. So, where are you being called to go? What feels right to you? Um, so I don't know why, but healing is like popping out right now. I don't know what's going on with healing coming out. I hope you're well. So Maribel, but that's kind of what's coming out. And the fact that I was, called to mention this numerology, 33 healing number, master healer number. So I don't know if that resonate or with someone else here, but I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole. But this card is
Michelle
water
pointed
spirit.
out that there's lots of talk on water, and I was thinking the same thing, and I'm wondering if that's the whole emotions of where we've been this week, because I was saying before that I've just been like another person this whole week.
Yeah. We're in a retrograde also. We're in this Lions portal. I don't know a lot about astrology, but I know enough. But I think it's just a combination of just, there's a lot going on globally in the collective. We're in, this whole Lionsgate thing where we like want to do a lot of things. We want to make a lot of things happen. We want to express and be authentic and be seen and all that kind of stuff. And then we're also in this retrograde that's just like, yeah, but we're going to slow down and be seen. It's all going to get done. We're just going to do it, while resting. We're going to balance it out and do it at the same time, if that makes sense. I don't know.
It does. It does make sense. Viv is going to read next, so I'm going to grab my wheel.
I want to add also about the water. To me, water, it's emotions and it's also subconscious. What's bubbling underneath the surface that is wanting to be seen, that is wanting to be addressed. And with all of the outer planets changing signs over the last 8-9 months, we're all being pulled or guided into a whole different version of life collectively and also for ourselves individually. And so I think our subconscious is going to give us little pieces at the speed at which we can actually metabolize that or receive that kind of information. And the Lionsgate portal adds this extra illumination or extra intensity to that subconscious experience. So it might be like boom, 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 boom. All these things are popping and we don't quite know what to do with that. So I think the water element is validating that and also saying exactly what Carley was suggesting. Slow down, be still, like listen, actually go into yourself without a lot of distraction and what's your subconscious trying to show you? Because when you're quiet, it will always give you a nugget. It will always reveal something. It may not be what you want, it may not be what you like, but if you listen, it's very clear. It's very clear. So
Yeah, and Maribel said in the comments that uh Maribel is having surgery next week. And I don't know why. I didn't even see that until just now.
I didn't
But
see that.
healing came up for sure with that card. That's the first word. Like it literally popped into my mind and I can see the word. So I'm glad that that was fitting for you, Maribel.
Yeah, Joanne, so do I. Marjorie mentioned the Ask Your Guides deck, and I have that one as well. Marjorie's up next, and Viv is reading for Marjorie.
Oh, for Marjorie. I didn't see that. Okay. Marjorie, did you have something you wanted me to look at? Did I miss it?
Marjorie asked me a little while ago what my favorite deck is now, and I have to tell you, it's this one by Hafiz I'm in love with lately. Just so
Nice.
many beautiful. The book is like I could just sit and read the book. I love it. But anyway,
Yeah, Marjorie, if you want to give me a little nugget of what you want to look at, that would be great. And then we will use the Lightseer deck again.
my favorite tarot deck.
The Lightseer. Yeah.
Oh, Mel, the deck is the Wisdom of Hafiz. Oh, it's hard to see because I'm not in the middle. I'm sorry. I'll put the name in here. It's the Wisdom of Hafiz.
It's so cool how your wheel shows the name. Did you design this wheel?
I found it online and then I'll send it to all of you afterwards. I found it online and then you tailor it however you want with colors and the names.
Wow.
And the picture in the middle is, let me close out here so that you can see the picture in the middle is the picture Carley made of me. Whoops, I clicked in the wrong place. Close. I'm upside down right now, but probably can pull it up.
You guys are making this so fun. I don't think I could manage to do a live and run the wheel and do all the things.
Well,
So
that's why Marjorie was asking me if I was going to read a card, and I was like,
you're like, no.
I can't handle all this. I'm a good multitasker, but when it comes to all this tech and then trying to read as well, I'm like, I can't do it.
I was going to ask, are you a Manny Jen in human design? Like you multitask like a maestro.
I'm a 2/4 projector,
Oh, wow. Wow.
right?
Well done. Well done. How can I find new work, friends, and community? Whichever the card speaks to. Oh my gosh, Marjorie. Oh, I just saw your picture. I know who Marjorie is. That's beautiful. How can I find new works, friends, and community? I think this is something we're hearing from a lot of people. And I would say that goes back to the Pluto in Aquarius shift. I couldn't do more than one of those. Me either. Pluto just moved into Aquarius in November of last year, and it's going to be there for 20 years. And before that, it was in Capricorn. And Pluto is the sign associated with like deconstruction and reconstruction. So bringing things down to the truth, to the core, and then rebirthing something from that. And when Pluto was in Capricorn, it was about the hierarchy. So if you think of everything we went through from 2008 until last year, it was a lot of tearing down of inefficient structures and businesses and politics and governments. And now Pluto's moved into Aquarius. Aquarius, it's about the future. It's about technology. It's about being individual, having the freedom to be your own unique person. And it's also about community. And so what I feel over the next 20 years is we're going to be magnetized towards being our own individual expression within a community of people who meet and match who we are. So how do we find those people? And I feel the most direct way to find those people is to be the person you actually naturally want to be. When you're authentic, when you're doing it your way, when you're not trying to put on a facade or a mask and you're just absolutely being yourself, other people feel that. And then you're going to create or magnetize towards you a community of people who are like you, who match what you're interested in because you're actually showing what you're interested in instead of pretending to be something else. So the very first thing I would say is, how do you get very clear, Marjorie, on who you are and what you want to express in your friendships, in your community spaces, and then be that, because that's what people will be magnetized towards. So apparently you're a Seven of Wands energy, which I would say we're probably all a match to that in this space, like doing our little witchy magic inside of our crystal balls with our wands and our princess cushions underneath us. Like, this is absolutely the energy I feel in this community. And so if you're drawn to this community and there's a resonance with you, there must be some part of you that wants to be that also. And so how do you allow that to come out more? Maybe you're meant to be a tarot reader if you're not. Maybe you're meant to be an insight timer, a teacher if you're not yet. Maybe it's just speaking authentically about magic and psychic and other realms of consciousness and dimensions. Like, maybe it's opening all of that up and allowing that to start to move. When you start to allow that to flow, what's going to come to you is going to match that authentic flow. So if this is you and you're hiding, people won't know that that's you. And so
That's me.
who comes towards you? I know it's totally you. And I think it's each one of us. It's like, let me tune in and let me feel what's true. And here it is. And it's a beautiful surrender to the divine, I believe, when you trust that you have magic and you're going to just allow it to flow. It's the most beautiful collaboration with Source, God, the universe. It's the best, in my opinion. So I'm a Sagittarian student of tarot and astrology. Yeah, so shine your light. How are you going to find your community? You be you and let us see that and connect with that, and people will be magnetized towards you. So perhaps, Marjorie, Violet is going to look for more people who want to be doing tarot readings, and maybe you want to raise your hand.
Yeah,
Just saying.
absolutely.
Just saying.
Absolutely. I used to do that with people who were not teachers on Insight Timer. I may start doing that again. That's how my friend Kathy, who was in the chat earlier, had joined us last year. That was awesome. Oh, Soreiya, you're up next. I'm like, wait, where am I in the order?
I think Cookie might want to get on the list. I might be wrong though.
Did you want to get on the list, Cookie?
Dakota. Excuse me. Dakota. All right, Dakota, are you still here? Do you have a question, area of your life, or just a general reading? Did you see that, Violet? Carla's message. You're the best host, and your voice gives me the 90s talk radio vibes, and I love it.
Ooh, I love that. No, I'm going to keep working on that voice. Thank you, Carla. That's all right, Siji. Cookie said yes. Dakota, do we still have you with us?
Dakota, going once.
Carolina, you've been added.
Oh, there's Dakota.
Yay, there's Dakota.
Okay. All right, Dakota. You're going to hold your question. Do you have a general or an area of your life, or just a general reading? Just general reading. Okay. Okay. If this is the deck, may the card fall with ease. Ooh. So Siji was talking about wanting to bring her archangel deck, and I actually have one with me, and that was the one that was screaming to me to go to. So mine is Keepers of the Light, is what I have with me.
I love Kyle Gray.
Yes,
I
Kyle
think
Gray.
I think it's because I didn't listen to the message when I was supposed to bring them out earlier. So they're probably like, never mind. I'll find someone else.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go.
I know. That's what I meant to say that earlier, but I was like, oh, it's okay. I have one here, CG. Well, we can. All right. So I am being called to read from the deck for this. So who came out is Saint Germain. This is following what patterns, right? What we talk about. There always seems to be a pattern in lives and in things. So karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. So Saint Germain was born in France in the 18th century and is said to have been given a new identity because he was the love child of two very powerful people. He was well educated and able to rub shoulders with royalty. He was also deeply interested in magic, alchemy, and the cosmos, and able to perform real life miracles and turn lead into gold. Now he helps us move beyond social limitations to connect with the right people for the highest good. He's still a master alchemist and able to help us turn whatever is leaden in our life into something that is golden. His twin flame is Lady Portia, and he is the keeper of the violet flame, the powerful etheric retreat where we can release karma. So the message is karma is the spiritual law of cause and effect. We experience many levels of karma. Some we inherit from our family, some from the people we keep helping out of the problems they keep creating. Saint Germain is here now to clear your energy. Oh, is it something with your voice? Somebody's not speaking their truth because my voice, my throat chakra just is on fire and tingling right now.
It's
Saint,
me.
yeah, Saint Germain is here now to clear your energy so that you no longer have the weight of the world or your loved one's world on your shoulders. Be aware that an old pattern is leaving your life and creating space for something more loving to enter. Visualize yourself surrounded by a fiery violet cloak to release all the karma you no longer need. Ooh, it is not just you. There is a lot of people right now that really felt that card because my sinuses are instantly clogging my throat. Like lots of people. Ooh. Okay.
Did add a few more names to the wheel, and I don't know if we're gonna get to everybody, but I'm gonna spin. Oh, and Carly, you're up next. It's throwing me off because we're not in order of the screen up there. Francis.
Francis, is it? Francis. Okay. Is Francis still here? Excuse me. I'm sitting here going, Soreiya, it wasn't me who made you sick. I'm on the other side of the world. Violet
No.
says to me the other day on Messenger, on private message, she goes, I woke up a bit croaky this morning. Did you make me sick? I'm like, no, I'm on the other side of the world. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. All right, Francis is here, and I'm going to pull from this little deck that I've got here that I love. It's called the Spirit of Animals, of the Animals Oracle. There's no book that goes with it, but there is a nice little poemy sort of thing on each card for each animal. So Francis, There we go. This one flipped over. Bye, Bethany. Thanks for coming. All right. So, Francis, the card that flipped over for you is the dog. Sorry, keep trying to line it up with my camera. It's the dog. Look at those little puppies. And it's for a friend. Today, I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. And as soon as I read this card, something completely different kind of came into my head. And what I heard was unconditional love does not equal unconditional acceptance. So we can be friends, we can be there for each other. It doesn't mean you need to put up with shit that you're not meant to put up with. So
Wow.
like I'm feeling that this card is not necessarily just about finding a friend. It's actually about setting a boundary and knowing that that you can love without condition. It doesn't mean you also have to accept as well when you're not meant to. Do you know, does that make sense? You know, like I
Yes.
feel like this energy at the moment is all about shedding the, I'm going to use the word friend lightly here.
Mhm.
Because I think sometimes we need to be reminded that it isn't always just love and light, and not everybody actually around us does actually want the best from us, because salt and sugar look the same.
Love
And
that.
I'm actually getting the energy of this card for Francis, that it's time to really look closely as to what it is that you're putting up with around you from friends, because you're being the friend that you want and that you need, but you're not necessarily getting that from other people. That's how I felt. As soon as I started reading this, I was like, this isn't just about being the friend. This is about setting a boundary and not putting up with a heap of crap from other people that you're not meant to put up with anymore. I am a protector and a friend, and I think that first and foremost, you need to protect yourself. Protect yourself so that you can be happy. Does that make sense for Francis?
If you're asking me, yes. That's what my whole life last week was about, boundaries.
Oh.
Catherine, you are on the wheel. Francis, while Francis is thinking, I'm going to spin. Siji's up next. Correct? It is you, Siji, correct? Carly's in the wrong place up there. I tried to move her over, but Zoom wouldn't let me.
I appreciate that much. I had a dream about puppies, which is so random because I have no animals. But I had a
really?
dream about a litter of puppies yesterday. So it's very I was listening intensely to you. Oh, okay. Let's see. Michelle Mybell. Michelle Mybell. Okay.
I have that song stuck in my head now. Michelle. I can't sing, or I would.
Okay. I was trying not to rush. I was trying to be patient here to be guided. My tree friend is here, so I'm asking them for some support. Some of you are like, what tree friend? So there's a tree in front of me, and I sometimes need to look at it for whatever reason. It's like some weird energy, but you have two cards here.
I love that.
Wrong way. Here we go. This one's in reverse, and so we'll see what that says. Jacqueline does have a reverse message for her cards, and this one's upright. So I'll start with the upright and then we'll go to the reverse. This is number 17, Mystic Angels, Mystic Angel Stars. The mystic angel stars are deeply attuned to unseen energies, higher frequencies, and divine wisdom. This situation holds an opportunity for growth and improvement. The answer you seek isn't obvious. It requires introspection and a willingness to see beyond illusion. Trust your inner knowing, for revelation may surprise you, leading to deeper understanding and a better path forward. I already feel like this is your message because of what you wrote there, but I'm going to read the book so I don't speak for the card for you. So hold on. Let's see, 17. Mhm. You are currently in your power and in alignment with the cosmic forces that are aiding you in manifesting and healing. You possess infinite potential and magical gifts. You're beginning to acknowledge your true potential and are on the brink of a life-changing journey. Continue your spiritual development and healing. Keep up the good work. The Mystic Angel star highlights your alignment with divine energies and encourages you to continue your spiritual path. Your connection to the cosmos is strong and you are supported. You're being supported in your journey. Embrace your gifts and trust that you are on the right path towards fulfilling your destiny. Um, so that was that one. This one's in reverse. This is Mer Angels. So you have a Mystic Angel star card and you have Mer Angels. I'll read what's on the card here for you. This is card, oops, I think I cut my camera off. This is card number 22. It says the Mer angels are powerful communicators guiding you to be seen. This is the second time you've had something about being unseen or something like that. So the mystic angel stars are deeply attuned to the unseen energies. That was the first one. The Mer angels are powerful communicators guiding you to be seen and heard in a way that inspires and uplifts. They teach not through force or volume, but by embodying the energy they wish to see in others through deep understanding, kindness, and unity. Your presence alone can be a beacon of change. Speak with wisdom, lead with compassion, and trust that becoming the example, your message will reach those who need it most. So trust that becoming the example, um, your message will reach those who need it most. So lead by example here. So you're being asked to be seen, to be the example, right? Let me see what the reverse message is here. Let's see. You might be feeling powerless, but your gentle spirit doesn't negate your strength. It can be challenging to make an impact when others are disconnected. Trust that though change may not be immediate, with consistency and patience, you will make a difference. Don't give up. The Mer Angel card in reverse suggests that feelings of helplessness may be hindering your efforts to help others. Remember that small, consistent action can lead to significant change over time. Stay committed to your path, even when progress seems slow. This is fitting for you, because you just put that in the chat. So the message, the guides here are saying that you need to continue, but you need to just trust the process. What we were talking about earlier, this is sloth energy that we're in. That's what I called it. This retrograde is kind of slothy, but we're making progress, right? Even though it's slow, you guys know Flash from Zootopia, and it takes him like forever to laugh, but he eventually laughs. So like that's how it is. Like he committed to the laugh, right? So you got to commit to whatever you're doing, right? And just trust the I know it's hard, especially when you don't see the results, because I feel that all the time, because I feel like I work all the time and I'm like, where are my results? But here you're being told that whatever you're trying to do, there is fruition at some point. Just stay committed to it and be the example, or be the thing you want to pour into others, or you want to help others with, or you want to bring to others. Be that thing first, so that they can see that you're an example here. It's a lot. You got a lot going on, but whatever it is, you're meant to stay the path, trust the progress. Right now, it's slothy. It's okay, but you're getting stuff done. So that's it.
I
CG,
love that.
guess what shirt I was called to wear today? Nobody can see my shirt.
Okay. Yeah, see, it's perfect. We're in sloth energy. That's what I call this retrograde
Yes.
right now. Like, this is super
Wow.
slothy
Yes.
energy. And I
Yes.
know it seems like we're not doing anything. Like, we feel like it's the Lion's Gate. I need to be doing the most. And like some of us are like, oh, I'm tired. And
Yeah.
just do a little bit at a time. It's all gonna get done. I've watched myself do stuff this whole week, and I'm like, what? And I've made progress. I met my goals that I set for myself, even though it seemed like it was taking forever in a day, even though it seemed like this week took forever to end.
Yes.
Everything got done. So just stay the course. That's what your message is. Keep keeping on.
Love it. All right. Viv is going to be up next. I'm going to spin that wheel while you're talking.
That's so good, CG. I think that's for all of us too. I think
Yes.
we all need to
I
hear that. Stay
I
the
felt
course.
that.
It's gonna be okay. Don't give up.
I felt that.
Hmm. I had this huge shift this week of moving my website from Weebly over to Kajabi. I thought I was going to lose my mind. Like the last week or two, just the logistics and the tech and being on tech support. I was like, ugh. I should have called you, Violet, if I'd have known. If I'd have known.
Call me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I felt that way at work this week too. I was like scattered and just
Mm.
felt like I wasn't getting anything done, even though I was. It was so weird. It was just a weird week for me.
Today I thought it was Saturday all morning. I was out walking. I'm like, oh, it's Saturday. I'm like, no, it's Friday. It's Friday today.
It is Saturday.
Oh, for
For me.
you?
Right. That's
What
right.
time
I'm
is
in the
it there,
future.
Carly? What are you, 8
Um,
a.m.?
no, it's 10:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, that's so wild. I always love New Year's when I can see the celebrations moving around the world. I'm like, that's
Right?
so cool.
I love that.
So cool.
Mel, you're up.
Mel, awesome. So Mel, if you want to let me know what you want us to look at, that would be great.
Michelle writes, just sucks when you can almost touch it, but it gets back further and further. Yes, but I guess it's not the right time. Yes. Yeah, it's interesting. Viv said something to me like that today during my reading. It wasn't the right time. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense.
Before, now it is.
Now it is.
Marriage. Marriage. Staying in a marriage or stepping into a marriage? Because those are two very different
Yeah.
energies and areas. Yeah, if
Do
you could
tell.
clarify.
Already
Already in.
in.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you the theme that's come up in all of the lives this week is that it really isn't about the other person. Whatever the relationship is that you're in, it's about like the individual soul journey that you are taking and what it is your soul is guiding you towards next. So I'll just give you an illustration with my hands. So if you imagine like the soul is out here in the universe and agrees to come be the human here in this lifetime, and it picks a story, a character, a timeline, a family, a culture, a community. So the soul, part of the soul, I believe, comes in and starts playing the life of the human. But at the same time, there's this aspect or consciousness that is able to see the whole timeline, the whole story from up here, from a whole different vantage point. When we're here in the human life and we're living it, we don't always have that remembering. We don't always have that big picture understanding. So we're in it and we're in the marriage or we're in the job or we're in the health crisis, we're in the current collective shit show that it is. And we're like, I don't understand and why. And it's got to be about this thing or that person or we don't always see it from this perspective. And I think what is a beautiful gift of the Lionsgate portal in particular is to be able to scan and see from a bigger picture. All of the astrology that has changed over the last 9 months has sort of moved us into a different way of seeing our timeline, a larger grasp of what we're doing here in this human life. And so it may feel kind of muddy and jumbly. Our marriages may feel like they're being thrown up in the air and turned around, and here's me and here's you, but you're different, or I'm different, or I thought you were that and now you're not, and now I'm this. And it can feel all swirly. So the powerful place to be is you. Like, what did your soul come here to this planet to experience and to create? And how is that person across from you, whether it's the marriage partner or the boss or the child or, the community, the client, what is that person across from you showing you, reflecting to you about your own journey? How can you take the lesson and deepen into it, learn, understand, become more of the soul here in the human form? So how do you do that? I'll give you that in the card because that's a really big message. If you have not read Journey of Souls, that is one of my favorite books to recommend to anybody. Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. It's an older book. He was a hypnotherapist who guided thousands of people over 30 years back in hypnotherapy sessions to times in this life where there was trauma, and then all of a sudden he was jumping into times in other lives where there was trauma. And when he regressed them back to that other life, suddenly the trauma in this life was cleared because they'd found the thread, they'd found the connection. Over time, he started taking people to the place between the lives. So when you're not in a human story, what are you doing? What are you? And session after session, these clients would give information. They would create like a structure of what the soul does when it's not in a human body. And I think the wisdom that comes from that is our ability to zoom out for our own human story and see it more from the soul's perspective. So that would be my suggestion for your homework, is to look at that. I also have an audiobook that I've uploaded in my tracks. I wrote a book called One Day, My Soul Journey in the Gaia Tribe. And it's
I
all
started
about
listening.
yeah, it's all about my understanding of what's this whole thing even about, and
It's
how do
amazing.
you live in a human body, and what's the point of all of it. And so there's 5 chapters that are uploaded, and it'll walk you through just a different way to see what's your story. Like, what's your story? Why are you here? So there you go. Hysterical. Isn't this what we pulled? Queen of Swords
Oh,
today.
wow. Yes.
I'm telling you, the threads this week have just been impeccable. It's like everything is connecting to everything else. Queen of Swords. Oh, this is so cool for you. I don't know if you've said more in your comments because I haven't been able to look. I have the book, but I haven't read it yet. Okay, perfect. What came through in the reading today for the general collective, which is what I think you're bringing back through again, Mel, it's like you're bringing this forward for all of us, is that there is this knowing, this intuition, this badass version of ourselves that is the queen of the queendom, that understands all of this is our creation and then is making the next move, is deciding from an empowered place of her own knowing. And the message earlier in the collective reading was, this is what's pulled you into the space. If you don't feel like you're this yet, the message is you're on your way to this. This is where you're going towards. And so maybe there's a gap right now and you don't feel like you're this, but it's where we're moving, or you wouldn't resonate with the card. It wouldn't have called you into the reading. So when you sit in a marriage, because that was your original question, when you sit in a marriage, it's easy to project onto the other person the things that perhaps we haven't quite finished working through, or the things that we're really evolving and stretching into in ourselves. And so take your power back would be my guidance. Sit with the Queen of Swords as an energy, as an archetype. Like, how do you already know what the journey is for you? where it is that you're going next, what it is that you want to evolve into next. And then how do you sit in your power and make a decision from that place? I don't know that I would make big moves in a marriage right at this time because there's so much energy that is at play. I think I would just continuously come back into your own power, unless there's abuse, and that's a whole different story. But just come back into your power and continuously see, like, if I already know, what's the thing that I do today? How do I move, act, breathe, express today? And then you'll find you're going to walk yourself closer and closer into this archetype. In the Lightseer Tarot website, she has a whole web page on the Queen of Swords. So you can go to that website. I would also connect it back to the Queen or the Seven of Wands and do both of those. But do the journal prompts, read the card, and then see what resonates from there. It's like a really powerful time. So don't rush. Like, take your time with it. Yeah. And also, I've been through a divorce, so I'm just sending you big love. It's a challenging experience to be in. Yeah, thank you.
Get my wheel.
Can
All
I
right.
add something quickly about
Yes,
marriage? Because I really
yes.
loved what Vivienne was just saying. And, you know, when she said, don't make big decisions at the moment, definitely, that I couldn't agree more with that than anything. Because right now, the world energy is so far out there. Something that I've learnt myself personally when it comes to marriage, and this isn't just for Mel, but for anybody on here. Often when marriage things start falling down, it's because we have forgotten that it's you and them against the problem, not you versus them. So again, like Vivienne said, unless it's to do with abuse or something like that, you know, so often as we're all evolving and changing, you know, so too do, you know, our journeys. But a lot of the times with my clients, I have found that they've just forgotten that they're a team and it's not you versus them. It's you and them versus the problem. And when you start looking at marriage from that perspective, especially if it is a happier marriage and it is something that you want to work towards, you know, it's not necessarily your way or no way. That whole happy wife, happy life, I'm sorry, is bullshit. It shouldn't be like that. It's happy spouse. It's happy, well, how is it said? It's happy spouse, happy. It's not just one, is what I'm trying to say. It's not you versus them. It's both of you together versus the bigger problem. Yeah, the happy spouse, happy house. Thank you. Yeah. So
I was going to say mouse because it was the only thing I could rhyme with.
but yeah, you know, and if you are in this position where you're like, but it's not a happy marriage, you know, but I'm stuck with it. Also remember to choose your hard. You know, marriage is hard, but so is divorce. Being overweight is hard, and so is losing weight. Choose your hard. But just don't forget that you're not necessarily against the person that's beside you, you know. And if you want to grow together, you've got to remember to work together as a team. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to add that.
I love that you said that. That's so true. I said something similar to my son. You know, he's got a new baby and they were going through some stress. And I said, let me tell you that divorce is not easy because I've been there and he knows that. That was beautifully said. Oh, and Soreiya is up next with Carolina.
Carolina. Okay. All right, Carolina, are you still here? Let's see if they're still here.
I have to read what Siji wrote, or Siji, you can say what you wrote because I love what you wrote there to Michelle while we're waiting for Carolina.
Yeah, and I had some typos. I'm sorry. So what I was saying, because Mirabelle was like, you know, she was reminding me of this rush thing. Why are we rushing? What are we in a rush to get to? Okay. Cause I rush sometimes, and I've been knowing in this sloth energy, like me purposely slowing down has brought my awareness to the fact that I'm still going to get to destination without having to rush, And so I started asking myself, like, with that awareness, like, what am I rushing to? Why is the rush? And when I get there, what do I want to feel? I don't even know what I want to feel when I get to success. What do I even want to feel? Because I'm so busy trying to rush. I don't even know what it is that I'm rushing to. Right. So if it's okay to take our time. You don't have to rush to get there. It's all going to get done, like we talked about earlier. So I just was wanting to share that with Michelle Mybell, because
Love
I
it.
don't want you to give up on what you want to do, but just start thinking, like, how can I be grateful for where I am right now? Right? What did I achieve
Yes.
today? Sit with that. Be grateful, because all we're going to do is get to the success, and we're going to set a course for the next success.
Yes. Oh, I love that you said that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Carolina. And Carolina cannot see messages for some reason. So, what did Carolina write to you in the chat? I've been going through some deep, let's scroll away, emotional attachment that I need to let go of.
Okay.
Carolina, I can see what you write.
Okay. Yep. All right. So this is going to be a little different. I am being drawn to sacred medicine. So I don't know if anybody, oh, and cat hair. Sacred medicine and cat hair. So if I don't know if anybody knows of Aisha Frost or has heard of Aisha Frost or the Sacred Medicine deck or have ever used it before, but there's a message in the card and then there's always a healing ceremony. It's not long, but I'm already being told that I'm supposed to do it. So bear with us, bear with it. All right, so who was that? Carolina. God, hold on, people. Okay. Oh, God, yes. Sorry, making faces. I always do that, and people are like, "Oh, what does that mean? Is the card good? Is the card bad? What does that mean? I can't see it yet." All right. So, Carolina, and I feel like a few more people. Numbers people, card number 28, the wolf, protection. The great guardian spirit steps forward, bares its teeth and growls. The sound reverberates through your energy field and beyond. It is a time of discernment, right? Themes again, discernment, a time to assess the energy you are currently willing to let in. Are there relationships in your life right now that are not healthy for you? Are you struggling with boundaries, people pleasing, or low vibrational thoughts and actions that you want to shift and change? Sorry. Sometimes we need to do a thorough assessment of who and what we're letting into our sacred soul space. That has come up repeatedly again tonight, right? So now Wolf is here as an ally and a helper. So Wolf is fierce, holding a determined and structured sacred space for you to step into as you shake off all that you have absorbed and allowed into your field. There's amplified protection in this space, and the star nations move down to greet you. This illuminates Wolf's energies and assists you in bringing forward the highest form of protection for you and your loved ones. There's nothing to fear, for Wolf comes to clean up anything that has been tangled up. Your energy space is clear, refined, and impeccable with this animal's assistance. You are now safeguarded from attack or projection. Feel into the frequency this animal has now gifted to you, for there are now more precise bounds to where your energy comes and goes. So now my question is going to be for us as a group. So if I read the sacred ceremony and we do that, it probably would be another few minutes. So I don't know if we want to, I'm feeling called to do that, but I also want to be mindful of time, you know? So,
Yeah, I hear you. And we've got quite a few names left on the
right.
wheel.
So how about this? Carolina. Teachers cannot message you. You can only message teachers. If you message me, I will send you the sacred ceremony to do, and then that way you can do it. Or if anybody else really resonated with that card and wants to perform the actual sacred ceremony with it, just reach out to me on Insight. Send me a message on Insight Timer, and I can send that to you.
And Soreiya's card is up right now. So you can click on attend the event and then you can find her. Awesome.
But yeah, because I see people commenting that other people feel that the card applies. So yeah, absolutely. Just send me a message on here and I will be more than happy to share the sacred ceremony and the affirmations with you.
Carley's up next. Soreiya, do you have a group?
Oh yeah, I do. It's called the Sacred Soul Circle. I just started it probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month now. But yes, I do have a group and I put all kinds of posts and things in there too.
Good point, Carla. Carly, you got Janine. Janine, are you with us?
I'm glad you pronounced that because I would have said Jeannie, but you know.
Oh, you know, it might be Jeannie.
No, but it's a good chance that I'm wrong and you're right. So
Hey, listen, I just guess. Janine, did I say your name right? Is it Janine? Hey, if you message Soreiya's card is on the screen right now. Click on attend event. This way, you know, if you look at your events, you'll be able to find her. Or write down her name, Soreiya Echo Flame. That doesn't
So
show up.
Janine, I'm going to pull a card from the Whispers of Healing. The Whispers of Healing deck. There we go.
Okay.
That one.
I just want to say, Kay, unfortunately, I think we're running out of time here. We're almost into 2 hours already, and we've got quite a few to go. So I don't think we're going to be able to add you this time. I'm sorry.
So the card that's come out is card number 3 for meditation. And I think we've gone full circle into that stillness, that quiet, that inner reflection, that taking time out to listen. But I want to also add that meditation comes in many different ways. So if you aren't one that can sit still, because I struggle with my ADHD to sit still and have a quiet meditation. You know, there are many different types of ways in which you can meditate. So don't give up on trying different forms. And you know, like, obviously this is, you know, a powerful app that's all designed about meditating. But, you know, there's a lot of people on here that really do struggle to meditate because we're so many people feel like meditation is I have to sit still and empty my mind completely. And that's not the case. Meditation comes in many different ways for you. Yeah, walking meditation is very powerful. I do a lot of creative meditations. Honestly, for me, meditation is about bringing you into that present moment so that you're not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow or anything else. You're not focused on your anxiety. You're literally in this moment right here, right now. And so that can come with a guided meditation. It can come with walking. It can come with exercise. It can come with if you're cooking or doing something creative. So Janine, I'm not sure if meditation, resonates with you. I think my screen has frozen.
No, you're fine.
Huh.
And
My screen.
speaking of Carley and her creativity, we do something called Piano Dreams and Creative Streams, which is journaling and live music by Blossom Violet, who was here earlier. And Carley does creative journaling there, which I love.
Yeah. And I won't be at the next one because it's my wedding anniversary, unfortunately.
Oh, that's
I sent
right. I forgot.
I sent Violet a message going, hey, you know how I said yes? I wasn't paying attention and it's my wedding anniversary, so probably won't be there.
I forgave her.
Just quickly on the book, the very first line says, in meditation, we find the space between thoughts and mind chatter. When you meditate, you allow your mind to be in a state of peace. The shift in thinking will help stop any limiting and negative thoughts that you may have fallen prey to. So, I'm a big believer of try 1,000 different types of ways of meditating. And, bring yourself into that state of oneness with who you are and where you are in that day, because today's meditation is going to be different to tomorrow's. It's going to be different to last week's. It's going to be different to next week's. You might be able to meditate for 45 minutes today and 5 minutes tomorrow, and give yourself a break and understand that every day, is relative to what's going on in your life. Like if you're day 10 of being sick, your meditations are going to be very different. So, but yeah, I think it's, giving yourself permission to take that time out in a way that's going to serve you. Yeah.
And can I just add that you perform better sick than I do healthy?
And I don't know about you guys, but I think, and I'm just going to throw this out there, I'm going to throw Violet under the bus.
I knew she was going to do that. And the answer is no.
Too bad. I think it's going to be 4 versus 1 here, but who is with me when I say that Violet should read the next card?
But the multitasking.
Read it.
You don't need to do any more multitasking. You're here already. Stop making excuses.
Let's see who's going to be the poor soul.
No, stop it, Violet.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
with you, Carla. Reading is definitely a form of meditation for me as well. Yeah.
I love what Deanne wrote. I meditate while doing dishes. I do that in the morning when I make myself breakfast, and I'm not a cook, but that's like the one meal I cook every day. Oh, Jenny. Jenny. Jenny, I'm pulling a card for you from what has become my new favorite oracle deck, the Wisdom of Hafiz. And how come I'm not in the middle, Carley? How come I can't spotlight? Okay, let me try. I'm not sure what's happening here. All right, let's see. Oh, spotlight. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, there's the deck I was trying to show everyone before. Whoops, this way. It's the Wisdom of Hafiz. I love it. It's so, I love his stuff to begin with. And it's just deep, but it's short. So I love it. All right, Jenny. I'm going to shuffle the deck because Carley put me on the spot and I wasn't prepared at all. And I just noticed 228 people have joined, and that number popped up for me today. So I don't know. It just caught my attention. Oh, and it switched. Okay, that was quick. These cards are so much fun too because they have those shiny gold edges. So they just feel good. I got this deck while I was in Maine for my birthday. Oh, a card just flipped over. My husband, who is amazing at humoring me with my love of card decks and crystals, was sitting outside with our puppy. And I went into a metaphysical shop and he walks in and says to the woman, whatever she wants, I'm buying. So I was like, well, the list is going to be huge now. So that's where this deck came from. And we got number 17, dance. Whoops. There we go. I hope you can see it. I have a lot of glare because of all my monitors. Let's see. There we go. Number 17, dance, which adds up to number 8. Just throwing that out there. And yes, I am reading from the book. It's short and it's sweet, and I love everything they say in this book. It says, dance, dear ones, anoint this earth with dance. Dance the rhythm of your joy. Dance the dirge of your pain. Dance your hopes and fears with wild abandon. Move your body in the ecstasy of release, knowing that greater holds you in the womb of its love, and that your very cells dance with the pulse of that embrace. Forget all else and dance yourself free. Like, how awesome is that card? I feel like with everything we've been talking about, that has so much meaning. Oh, Michelle, I didn't notice we had 17 before. Good point. Because, I was saying earlier about the crazy energy we've had this week, and what's the best way to release energy than to dance? So I am loving that card. Oh, and Jenny says, I love Hafiz. I love that. See, it was meant to be. All right, Carly, thank you for throwing me under the bus. I love this card too. I
There's
forgive
a
you.
really cool thing. I can't think of what the word is, viral thing that goes around. And there's this little kid, this mum puts on the same song every day and she calls it a shimmer a day. And she just started doing this. You'll have to look it up. I'll find it and I'll send it to you, Violet. But yeah, anybody else, look it up. And there's this little baby, and she just knows as soon as that song comes on, it's a shimmer a day, and they just like shimmy and move, and it just changes the energy. And that's why Tony Robbins gets you up clapping and dancing and moving your thing, because it's the fastest way in which you can change your physical energy. And until you change your state, nothing else will shift.
Yes.
And dancing
yes.
is one of those ways. Yeah.
There is a teacher, Barbara Faison, whose lives I used to go to when I was first on Insight Timer, probably about 5 years ago. She doesn't come on much anymore, but she's still around. And she used to do that during her life. She used to tell us to get up and when your energy is like, when you're angry or your energy's weird or whatever, just get up and move. And I started doing that, and I was like, wow, that really works. Like something so simple, and it really works. Jenny, that resonates. Awesome. And I love that Carla pointed out the 17 adds to 8, the lion gate energy. Yeah. The gate will open many beautiful things. Yes. Let's put that out there. All right, Carly. Thank you. And up next is Siji, right? Yes.
Oh, I thought that was our last card. Okay. Well, no worries. The deck is cleared. So who are we doing?
Hold on. Let me get the wheel. See the multitasking. I told you. I get thrown off. Okay, here we go. There we go. I do love this deck so much, though.
Mia. Hi, Mia. I don't know if Mia's still here.
I know. I hope people have lasted. And I did say if anybody has to go. Oh, I have to unspotlight myself. Hold on. Spotlight. There we go. Hey, Carly, it likes you.
Jacqueline's cards have these little gold.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that deck.
Oh, it's been pretty good. I really like it. So I'm gonna leave her a review soon about it.
The girl who said she wasn't buying any more decks. I'm gonna get that deck.
I don't know if Mia's still with us.
Hey, Jordan, there's the other half of a smile from heaven in the chat. And Carl, I love that. If you can't dance, you can sing or make a joyful noise. Absolutely. Oh, Mia, did we lose Mia? I know, I'm sorry, we've gone so over time. And thank you to the teachers who are still here. I said privately in the chat, if any of them needed to go, they could, because I feel like I've kept you so long. Thank you for being here. All right, Mia, if you're not here, we're gonna spin again. Going once. Mia fell asleep. She was like, man, this is too long for me. Catherine, who said she never gets picked. Catherine, I hope you're still here.
She left.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she put in the comments a little while ago that she had to leave.
Man, she says she never gets called. I feel bad. All right. Well, we're wrapping up.
A
That's good.
reminder that she got called.
Yes, exactly. Verna. Verna, I hope you're still
Verna.
with us.
Is Verna here? Yeah, Verna's here. Verna's doing
Yay.
some amazing projects, some artesian type projects. She's making
Oh,
and crafting things. So sorry I put you out there like that, girl, but the world, you need to be seen. We're in lines.
yes.
So
Be seen, be seen.
okay.
As Carly and Viv have reminded me.
Let's see. I'm on free. Sorry, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have rushed you. Sorry. Here we go. Kitchen witches, which is fitting for you because you're making stuff, Verna. Not joking. Like the kitchen witch came up, but I'll read it. Okay, I'll read the card first. So the kitchen witches are here to remind you that food is magic, but it can also be poison. When you're eating or cooking, send healing energy to the food and listen to what it tells you. It's important to be more aware of what you're consuming. You may need to make some changes to your diet or nourish both your body and soul. So one thing I appreciate Jacqueline for in this message that she has here is that she states here that you may need to make some changes to your diet to nourish your body and your soul, right? Because a lot of times we're not feeding our souls with what it needs, right? With the right things, right? Whether it's the right community, the right things we're engaging in, whatever. But anyway, let me read this message for you, and you can see how it's going to resonate. All right. Food is a powerful tool for healing. Pay attention to the nutritional needs of your body and the impact of what you consume on your energy levels. This card encourages you to bless and appreciate your food and to educate yourself about its effects on your health. Use this time to nurture your physical body through mindful eating and cooking practices. Embrace embrace the healing potential of food as a means to enhance your overall well-being and vitality. So that's what Jacqueline has here in the book here. No, that was the card, Kitchen Witches. And I think this is great for Verna because Verna is using a lot of natural things to create, but I don't know if this message resonates with you in some other kind of way, Verna.
That is a beautiful deck. Gee, we have two left. Who could it be? And Verna wrote, yes, weight issues. I'm really starting to notice what I eat. Verna, I'm there with you. That's something I've been working on for the past couple of years and have dramatically changed what I eat. And I pay attention to how it makes me feel. I love that you said that. And speaking of cookies,
I know. I saw that. I was like, cookies up next.
Viv, you got cookie.
Oh, that makes me happy. Cookie, what would you like us to look at? That's so sweet. And thank you for that message, CG, because I was also just feeling into how I can apply that to my life. Like I needed that reminder. So thank
Yeah,
you.
you know, I would just now I was like,
Yeah.
this is a collective message. That's what popped into my head. And I was like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
I feel like so many messages tonight have been
Mhm.
that way.
Something general is fine. All right, let's take a look. I feel like we're getting, there's one person left after this, you said, Violet, on the list?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting into the sort of summary cards that are bringing it
Yes.
all together and giving us those little exclamation marks on what we're all here to receive. So thank you, Cookie, for hanging in there till the end so that we could get this through for you.
I'm really wanting a cookie now.
It's so beautiful.
Wow.
The Empress card.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the Empress. I often call this the Gaia card. I feel like it's like the consciousness or the frequency, the energy, the container that is Gaia, Earth, showing us her spirit, her essence. It's like here she is, and she's birthing everything. She's holding in her womb everything that is happening here on this planet. And so I love that Cookie is bringing through this Empress message at the very end. I think I don't know if you guys have ever seen Horton Hears a Who.
Yes.
Like, yeah, when we're able to shift our perspective. So in Horton Hears a Who with Dr. Seuss, everyone lives in this little bubble and they think this is the world, but it's actually a dandelion. And this elephant is carrying the dandelion, and he carries Who world, Whoville everywhere, and it's flying through the air because it's just actually a dandelion. It's not the whole world, but the Who people don't know that. And I think for humans, it's very easy for us to get into our little world and we're like, this is it. This is everything. There's nothing beyond that. And this card is such a beautiful reminder. It's like, no, 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 no. You are an infinite soul that just happened to choose for a little while to be here in this story on this planet at this time where we're going through an extraordinary expansion of consciousness. And when we're going through that expansion, it can feel disorienting and bumpy and all the stuff we've talked about in today's session. So I think the reminder is, can you pull back and see the bigger story, see the bigger perspective, and it will shift how you are experiencing your current reality. It will help you to look at things in a different way. So this Empress card, it's number 3 in the Light Seers Tarot deck, but you can go to her website and look up the Empress card, and there will be journal prompts and a whole description and all the things that she has to offer, which I think will be a beautiful next step. So from this, take it a little bit further and do the reading with the card. Yeah, thank you for bringing that through, Cookie. I think that's just the summary of what's happening at this time for all of us. So thank you.
Marjorie writes, the Empress is one of my favorite cards, the goddess I would be if I could. You are a goddess, Marjorie.
So that would be me, right?
Yes, that would be you. And that's Sharon.
Is
Sharon, you're up. I hope you're still
Sharon-
here.
I was going to say, is Sharon here? Let's figure that out first.
Sharon, are you with us, Sharon? I think we might have lost Sharon. However, I would like to move to Kay, who had asked if she could be added. And I said I didn't think we had time, but Kay, guess what?
All right, Kay. So, do you have a specific question, an area of your life, or just a general reading?
Kay writes, I relate to her, but feels presumptuous to compare. No, Marjorie, my favorite line, which Carley, by the way, put in my picture, shine bright like the diamond that you are.
Great. Now the Rihanna song.
I know. I
Rihanna
play it all the
song is in
time.
my head. Shine
I
bright
put
like
it
a
on every
diamond.
post. Yes, every post that I make about these replays, that's always a song I pick.
What Siji was in my live last night, and somebody's Georgia, the name Georgia came up, and the song by Ray Charles came
Yes.
started playing in my head.
Georgia on my mind. Yeah, good song.
All right, let's see. Guidance for the next right step. And stepping into my voice. Ooh, okay, Kay.
Wow, I love that.
Yes. Okay.
What a beautiful way to end.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right,
I
Kay.
feel like so many of us need that advice, Kay. That's a great question.
Right. All right. Oh,
Yes.
there's so many cards in this deck, and my hands are tiny. All right. All right. Okay. Card for Kay. Card for Kay. No. All right. Card for Kay. I feel like there's way more cards in this deck than there is other decks, but there's not. It's just the size of the cards or something that, like, my small hands struggle with this deck.
I have
All
big hands. I was told I should have been a piano player, but that never happened.
All right, card for Kay. Ooh, themes, themes. As I feel like each one of us has probably said all the time, you can't make this shit up, right? So, Shaman's Dream, it's where we're going for Kay and many people, many, many people. Card number 16, Empty Well, time to replenish. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It's time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you experienced and let spirit guide you to your next destination. So that's let it guide you back to your path here, back to your spiritual path. Whether that's by releasing people in our lives, releasing feelings, fears, blocks, whatever it is, something is insisting on changing the rules of the game right now. Don't diminish yourself. Don't make yourself small. That's not going to produce the results you want. The empty well tells you that it is time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You don't need to react or respond to them as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the water course, water again, the water course way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources in the subterranean depths of your own heart. Going within, it's the theme of the night, right?
Yes.
Returning, remembering, we all have it inside of us, every single one of us, sitting in the stillness, sitting in the silence, returning to the center.
Keep hearing, remember who you are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Amazing. So thank you, Kay. I hope that resonated. I feel like that was a great card, a great ending card.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you, everyone who hung out with us for what's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you, teachers, for staying here. I know that you did not expect to be here this long. Thank you for hanging out. This has been awesome. I love these sessions.
Thank you.
I can't say that enough how much I love them. And and tomorrow I have the peaceful pause. I'm going to put that back up because a lot of you are going to be there as well. I know Siji's coming. Viv, are you coming tomorrow? I couldn't remember. No, okay, that's fine. I know Carly
Babysitting the
can't.
grandbabies.
Oh, the grandbabies, love the grandbabies.
How
Car-
often do you do the tarot cards? Because this is so cool that you do this.
I do it once a month, and if you want to join us again, I scheduled originally for the 5th, but I had to move that because I'm going to be with my grandbabies.
Nice.
So it's going to be September 12th, and I would love to have all of you join us again because this is awesome. I love these so much.
You know
Yeah.
what's so
So
crazy?
fun.
I was thinking of coming back to do readings here on it because I had, I stepped away for a while. And it's so wild that you reached out to me. I hadn't even shared that with anyone, and you were just like, "You want to come do the live?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I feel like that's a
Maybe I am
sign.
intuitive. That's not the first time I've heard that. People say to me,
Maybe.
I was waiting for this and you contacted me. I'm like, how does that happen?
I don't, yeah,
Maybe.
it's that interconnectedness. Because I was just thinking, I was like, I need to get back on here and start reading it again. But I was in my head, and I was like, no, there's enough people that do that, and and then you reached out. So
Isn't that funny? I've always felt the same way. We were talking about that again, imposter syndrome. I'm like, oh, everybody does that. I can't do that. Everybody else does it. And then I'm like, ah, the heck with it. We're doing it too. Oh, Michelle, you're welcome.
Yes, I agree with this.
April writes, a live on IT teachers' favorite decks would be a great topic. You know what, April? I would love to do that. And I would have to try to limit myself because if I pulled out the 60 decks that I have, we would be here for 5 hours. So I love that idea. We're definitely going to do that. And we'll put a limit on how many. Thank you, Madeline. This was a gem. Thank you, everyone who participated, bringing messages through. Oh, yeah, I feel the same way. I love it, And again, I love that my love of technology enables me to do this because when I was a user on Insight Timer, I wanted to hang out with all these teachers, and now I get to do that. So that brings me a lot of joy. And joy, I noticed, was in that card that I read, which is my theme for the year. So
Speaking
that
of
is your
theme,
gift, though. Like you're like a bridge. Like that's your gift. Like your
Oh,
gift.
CG, when you said that to me at that live where I said I suffer from imposter syndrome, I was like in tears
Oh,
because I was like, that means so much to me, because I've struggled for so long with, like I said, that imposter syndrome. And when you said so many, I won't even repeat everything you said because I'll start crying.
no,
And
you're so great, and you're
and
like this
I do an ugly
bridge.
cry. You don't want to see me.
Oh, like you literally help a lot of people be seen,
Thank
being this bridge, because it takes courage to come up here, and just me, my personal experience of being here, just growing into this courageous person. And a lot of that had to do with, teachers like you who are willing to be the bridge, right? To be like, hey, come and join us to all these beautiful teachers, because not like most of the time we're not gonna, you heard what I just said. I was like, I'm not gonna read anymore. And then you reached out to me, and now I'm like, oh, maybe it's a sign I need to do this.
I love that. I love that so much. That brings me joy because that's what I wanted. I wanted that connection. I work remotely. I work with computers all the time. And although I love working remotely, I wanted that connection. And I love that the technology that I love so much can do that. Ah, thank you, V. I receive the love. I do. For so long, I was like, no, 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 not me. And now I'm like, yes, I receive that love. Thank you.
can I ask, can I waste a couple of more minutes if everybody's ready?
You can waste all you want.
So because I've been sick, I've cancelled all my lives. I've got nothing scheduled at the moment, and I don't know when I'm going to be back on. But every month, excuse me, I have an envelope that I have 2 cards in there. So because I don't have a live scheduled at the moment, I don't know when I'm going to do it. For those who know what this is about, so back in December last year, we got together and we created these 12 envelopes, which are 12 readings, one for each month of this year. And inside here is 2 cards. First one is like a theme card for my theme for the month to live by. And then the second one is like a burning question card. So for me, I'm about to embark on a new challenge called 75 Slow that I'm trying to figure out what sort of container ship to put it out to. So my burning question for myself is right now the right time to launch my 75 Slow? But what I normally do is suggest if you've got a burning question and it's like a yes, no, maybe kind of question, if you've got something in your mind. But yeah, you can see that it's all sealed. Like, I don't know, when we shuffled and put the cards in the envelopes, I didn't look at what it was. So for those who know what this is about, who's excited to open an August
I'm
envelope?
excited.
Yeah, you normally miss it because you're normally asleep.
I know.
Normally get to see the envelopes. All right, so I'm going to open August envelope. And so the big card is the theme card for the month. And the theme for the month is roots. Connect with your roots. Ancestral wisdom guides you. And it's ironic because I recently wrote a poem called Roots and Wings that I'm going to try to get Matt to turn into a song for me of some sort.
Excellent.
Yeah, so but yeah, so roots to me, that's all about like grounding and coming back in. And again, it's that,
And we were talking about trees earlier.
yeah, coming back to ourself or our own foundation. So to me, that's what my theme is going to be about. And my burning question is, right now the right time to start my 75 slow? And the answer is let go.
Oh, I love it.
So to me, that is just put it out there, and if it's meant to be, it'll take off.
Yes.
So yeah. So I just wanted to quickly open the August envelope because I know it could be another week before I go back into lives. I don't know. It might not be. I'm hoping that I'll be back on in a few days, but I didn't want to wait and then forget about my August envelope. So
I hope you take a nap after this, because being here for 2.5 hours when you've been down for 10 days is a lot.
oh yeah, don't you worry. I'm going to be going downstairs, having something to eat, and then taking a nap. That's
Good.
for sure. So yeah.
Excellent.
So if you're like me and you want a theme for the month and you're not sure where to start with your roots and whatever that means for you.
Lovely nails, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I'm missing one. Can you see?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I didn't notice the missing one.
I didn't share. I kept thinking like it's looking like a beacon, like burning into the screen.
Oh, what's the name of the deck? Carly Marjorie's asking.
I don't know because
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because she pulls them in advance and seals them away.
And I do. I steal them away, but it's not really the name of a deck. It's like a witchy. It didn't really have a name. That was the way I used this one. It looks kind of just like witch intuition or something. But yeah, it was like a mini deck. There's only like 12 cards in the deck. Yeah. But no, it doesn't really have a name, this particular deck, unfortunately.
I'm going to change back to the gallery view so we can all be seen. There we are. Thank you again, everyone. And thank you, teachers. And if you want to join us again next month, September 12th, I would love to welcome you back to do more of this if you're available. And all of you who were here with us, thank you so much. I will say goodbye for now. I hope to see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We have over 30 teachers are going to be in that one. That's going to be insane. I mean, I love those sessions. It's like the 4th one I think we've done, and it's a pause for peace. Dakota is going to be with us. She has prepared a special meditation just for it. Gave us a preview. It's amazing. If you can be there, please, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. All right, everyone. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Violet.
We will
Thank
see
you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
See you
you.
soon. I'm loving the comments. Bye-bye.